Alrighty, I've been at work for a while. Actually, I got here at 7 p.m. and it's 1:12 a.m. right now. Um, kind of tired. Haven't slept very well past few days. I was sitting here trying to figure out what am I going to do, on my 2 weeks off. I've got a lot of things I need to do. But anyway, I had a list in I keep a notepad with me at all times. I carry it to work. I have it at home. I write down ideas, different information, different things I need to keep track of. But let me open it up here and see if I can find it. But I had written down over time a few things that I needed to do. Just kind of make a list here and there, odds and ends. And just started adding to it over time. I mean, not just today, but over like weeks. Different things that I'd like to do, but mostly things that I need to do, and what, that have to get done. And then, I started wondering, of all these things I'm writing down, how much of this could I actually, do a video on while I'm doing it? Interesting stuff. And one thing I found out, doing YouTube videos is a lot of I have videos on my YouTube channel that when I filmed them and then posted them on YouTube, I never ever thought that anybody would watch them, but they turned out to be my most popular videos. It's kind of odd, like a groundhog digging in my shed, and then, me urinating into a hole in the ground inside my shed, in order to make the groundhog believe that there's a giant predator around, somebody or something that might capture them and eat them, right? Marking my territory. It actually turned out to be one of my most popular videos. And then the follow-up video to that, one of my, most popular videos. So I don't know. But I've got different ideas written down. I'd love to break out my metal detectors and go do some treasure hunting, but that's got to come after I get other things done, like gardening, lawn care, vehicle maintenance, honeydew list, fixing the insulation under the house, figuring out how the critters are getting under the house and block that, keeping them out of the cellar, cleaning up the cellar, getting out the broken jars that the animals, broke, cleaning the floor, things like that. I've got all kinds of things that I need to do, fix a leaky roof in my shed, trim the trees so I can have more sunlight on my gardens, burn a bunch of old limbs and things like that I've got out there. But anyway, composting projects. Maybe I could do some music videos of me out doing my composting. That'd be kind of funny. So I'd written down odds and ends, like shopping lists, for different times that I'd go shopping. So I got odds and ends in my paper here. I was thinking about one of my projects that I'd always wanted to do was a automated robotic lawnmower, a lawnmower that would learn its territory and learn its path and, like maybe 3 times a week, start up on its own, leave its docking station, I guess you could say, it'd be like in the shed somewhere, have it all electronic, all, meaning no gas-powered engine. I want it to be an electric vehicle, electronic computer controlled, have it link up with Wi-Fi so I can keep track of it, keep trending tracks, stuff like that, where I can update the software, but also have like video mounted on it, kind of like the rover on Mars, right? But it would be a yard care rover. That's something I'm thinking about doing. Because I do have a background not only in computers but also electronics, advanced electronics. All kinds of different. I've done all kinds of things throughout the years. And I can apply all that knowledge that I've got to some of these projects. So, how would I power this? Would I want it to be an off-grid type thing where I have, solar panels that charge battery banks, right? And when my electric computerized lawnmower is in its docking station, it's being powered from, my solar power and battery array that I have that would charge the batteries on board the lawn care rover. So that's a project I'd like to do, but right now it's impractical. I need to just fix my regular lawnmower and just get the yard work done, get that done and over with. I've got another project. I'm going to call it Project Backpack. Project Backpack is where I have a backpack that I keep things in it like my electronics test gear, like my volt ohm meter, my soldering kit, my project laptop, power strips and power surge suppressor, little file kit, Dremel toolkit, extra batteries, odds and ends like that. Just something that I could have handy, that I could just grab and go, right? But it would have all the little tools that I would need, all my little screwdrivers and odds and ends that I would need for working on electronic stuff. That'd be kind of handy. I think I could get that one done fairly quickly. I just don't have a backpack for it. But I do have all kinds of, other little tools that I could put in there. What else do I have in here? Well, I've got some handyman jobs I need to do. I've got painting I need to do. I've got sheetrock repair I need to do. Ceiling fans. I need to clean the ceiling fans. I've got one that wants to go, when it's on, it goes bligga, 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 and I need to fix that. A leaky faucet. One of my outdoor water valve faucet things kind of froze during the wintertime and got a crack down the side, so I need to fix that. What else? I got to do, like things for the gardens. So I gotta fix foliar sprays. I got something to spray, to keep the aphids and other odds and ends down. I got to deal with the soil pH, balance the pH in the garden soil. I got to work with that. Well, I got a bunch of old computer gear I got to do something with. I'm talking about some stuff that would probably be wanted by like old, computer enthusiasts, who are collectors, odds and ends like that. I got a bunch of old books. I got a bunch of old magazines I need to go through and figure out what to do with. I got old ham radio gear. My dad was a ham radio operator. That's something he enjoyed doing. I I inherited a lot of his stuff, so that's part of that. See what else I got. I got all kinds of stuff written down in this. I got the big honeydew list. I'm going to be working on that starting tomorrow morning. And I think I could probably record everything on this list, make some videos. All right. So got a bunch of woodworking tools because when I was young, I really enjoyed doing woodworking projects. So I need to gather up all my woodworking tools. I could make a video about that. I need to mulch around the fruit trees that we have in the backyard. Make a video about that. I need to change the oil in my car. That's definitely a video. A lot of people have no clue how to change the oil. I got to replace the battery in one of my vehicles. There are people out there that have never ever changed a battery in the car. They have no clue what to do. You know, they always take it to somebody else and have somebody else do it, you know, so they don't have to deal with it, right? But there are times when you got to deal with it. So you might as well watch my video of me replacing the battery in my in one of my cars. Of course, I got to trim the trees. I got to mow the yard. I got to work on my truck. Of course, my truck could be a whole series of videos. It's a 1972 Chevy Custom 10 pickup truck with a long bed, of course. Oh man, I got just on and on and on, a big list here. Just a big list of things, you know, and I could make a video on every little line item in my list. I could end up with 200 videos added to my YouTube channel just from, you know, all the things I need to do while I'm on vacation. What else do I have in here? Well, all kinds of stuff. A notepad, right? One of these notepads really comes in handy. You know, I suggest that everybody keep a pen with them, keep their notepad with them, write down your ideas. You know, you could be, you know, driving down the road and come up with an idea. Of course, I wouldn't suggest getting your notepad out and writing while you're driving down the road, but at least have it available so that you can make notes, you know, about your different ideas. You know, take it to work with you. While you're sitting at work, have it on your desk. You end up with an idea that just pops in your head and you'd be like, wow, that'd be a great video. Write it down. Write out your ideas about why it would be a great video. Woo! That was weird. Anyway, that's what I've been doing. I've been sitting here at work, you know, just jotting down notes, jotting down ideas. Like if I was to make a video of me changing the oil in the car, you know, would I use my cell phone camera for that? Partially, yeah. But I think I'd rather have a different camera. So I started doing a little research on that. You know, can I afford right now to get me another type of camera? Something that's small, something that, you know, that's dependable, you know, has great video quality and audio quality, you know, comes with a few little accessories, you know, maybe a head mount, a chest mount, or a little tripod that it sits on. You know, the GoPros are really good for that, but there are other brands. So I did a little research and started looking around, but I think I'd still like to have something like a GoPro. I think that'd be really good investment for doing my YouTube videos. So I wrote that down, you know, writing down all my ideas. But I'm certain that as the time goes by, I'm going to have a lot more ideas, a lot more things to do. So I probably won't get any sleep while I'm on vacation either. Actually, I get a lot of sleep. I just don't ever feel like I get a lot of sleep. But got me some coffee. Whew. Man, I didn't even realize I had all that in me. I just figured I'd turn my, I use my cell phone, right? Just set it up right here on my desk and use it to do this. But when I turned it on to start talking to it, I didn't know what I was going to say. I just pressed the record button and it just all kind of flowed out of me. So if you're thinking of doing videos, don't worry about it. Don't stress about what you're going to say. Don't even practice or whatever. Just press that record button and just let it flow out of you. You could probably come out with some really, really good stuff. That's what most people that get on YouTube do. They just let it flow. Don't act, don't pretend to be somebody you're not, because your personality is your personality. There's no need to change that. Your way of speaking, your way of dressing, the way you keep your hair or don't keep your hair, don't worry about it. Just throw some videos out there and see what happens. That's what I'm doing. And people actually watch them. I'm going to get off this thing now. Talk to you later. Bye.